Hi everybody and welcome to Germany. Most of this week's episode is taken up with IFAT, which is the world's largest trade fair for waste, sewage, water and raw material management. You can see here from this picture that it is huge. So it's 16 halls, 18 hectares of buildings, and outside there's another 30 odd hectares of display areas where you can see every single piece of machinery demonstrated. Plenty of brands that I haven't seen before. Absolutely everything is represented here, so quite a fantastic place to come to deal with everything in one spot at the one time. So different companies displaying different materials. Here's a new concept for them. I think this is Hamel. Outside display areas where you can see everything: chippers, shredders, trucks, car recycling, all happening at once. Everyone's in high vis, but there's wood chips spitting around the landscape. Quite interesting from an OH&S perspective. This is one stand which is Dopstat, which is a German screener shredder type company. This is 10 o'clock in the morning, and you can see here that that's all bar area, so they're pretty well all Germans and they're all there drinking. Another view of Dopstat. More beer business, so this is the tourist perspective of IFAT. So you get taken to the Munich brew house, you get to drink a little bit of beer, see a little bit about German culture, have a little bit of German food. So I ordered some German food and some vegetables, and that's what I got. So you can see what their diet's like. Visited some urban composting plants, which was really interesting, and you can see here multi-screen technology, which means that it's screened three ways. Been trying to work out why this happens for a while, and the really interesting thing about European composting is that it's not just composting, it's about waste management. So they'll compost for 2 weeks, they'll screen like this three ways. The oversized fraction will all go to bioenergy, so for power generation they'll pay about 13 or 14 euros, so nearly 20 bucks a tonne for that. The smaller fractions are screened out and go back into composting, so they're composted further for many weeks, sometimes in a windrow, sometimes in a static pile. Might be sold from anything from 5 to 10, 15 euros for the compost. Absolutely everything else is recycled, so the stones that come out will go into road making. The plastic that comes out and is recovered will either go into incineration and bioenergy, sometimes they'll even make it into road. So out of a collection site, a treatment plant like this, nothing leaves the site. It's quite incredible. Visit another site that is completely run by photovoltaic sites, so all the equipment here is electric. The loader's not, obviously, and this loader is called Heidi, and it's a family operation, and Heidi was given a loader for her 50th birthday, so it's hers. So you can see here the plug. The photovoltaics that this family have on the roofs of their plant generates all their power requirements, and about an excess of about 30,000 euro a year. A little bit of the German countryside. So this is a little town called Nadelstadt in Bavaria, where I visited a friend. Farming systems are very traditional. Some compost used, not a lot. Very strict environmental laws where they can only use a certain amount of fertiliser per year. Very small fields. So this friend is a farmer. He has just under a hectare of photovoltaic cells on his house and on his buildings in his field beside. He has had this for nearly 10 years. This all up, including this photo here, generates 500,000 kilowatts of solar energy. When he put it in, it was worth 70 cents a kilowatt. It's taken him 8 years to pay it off, and he now receives 300,000 euro of passive income per year. So we're talking $450,000 of income, which is paid for, the assets paid for each year. He has another 9 years left to go in his contract. Give you an idea, the price per kilowatt's probably down to about 15 cents now in Germany. The government will tender, the lowest quote wins, but my friend still believed that it was viable at this price. So Germany's been interesting. Holland is next, so we'll talk to you from there. Thanks, bye.